Hi, Amador.
Hi, how are you?
You're one of the first authors in APL Energy who published these proof of concept and prototypes articles. These type of articles are different. They are not similar to any other type of research article. So it's very important for us to show the importance of the type of publication. So before we start with this brief interview, can you briefly introduce yourself and the work behind your proof of concept and prototype article, please?
Thank you, Monica, for the opportunity, and I'm glad you say that. I'm a research working on materials for electronics devices that incidentally found a material that captures CO2, and this happens when it was illuminated. To be honest, this was like a kind of solar cell, and the solar cell didn't work. But we thought, okay, that can have a application, and then everything starts. No, and this was a seed of a patent and the origin of the name LightNet, where actually means negative emission technology and light and negative emission technologies. And now LightNet Carbon Capture has become a spin-off company. And some of our products of our portfolio are described in the proof of concept and prototypes article. These products are coatings, which are a kind of coating for any kind of urban surface which capture CO2, and correlites, which are a kind of replaceable filler that captures CO2 and can be replaced. And this is basically the kind of products that we are trying to commercialize in the spin-off.
So how do you apply the product? Do you apply it in buildings?
Yes, I have applied in buildings. We have several pilot tests, and now we are trying to set up some kind of collaboration with the regional administration, with the Generalitat of Catalonia, trying to see if we can make this in some kind of public buildings, more than real estate.
So I understand it captures CO2, but how do you? It only captures CO2 and maintains the CO2 there, or you are able to make a cycle process of this?
Our business model is to capture just once. It's the valorization just once. So our strategy is capture CO2 and then mineralization of the CO2 for more than 100 years. And this is what the European regulation asks for the CO2 capture technology must do in order to get the level of CO2 capture technology. It is true that maybe the coatings is not the case, because you put the coatings and then it captures and then it stays there. But correlites, which are reversible elements, they can actually be regenerated. But our model is not to regenerate the CO2, is to immobilize.
Yes.
As, for example, fillers for concrete or whatever.
So besides constructions companies, which other type of company can be interested in your material, your innovation?
I think construction is one of the most obvious, especially because you can tailor the correlite. For example, you can make it with one color, or you can make it with a specific density, and this is very useful, for example, for roof, for example, which is lightweight. Other sectors we are exploring is, for example, agriculture, because this is the kind of things that you can put on soils that are poor in carbonates. So it is a kind of what we are trying to do is explore the circular economy. So the origin of materials is ideally from waste. Then we capture CO2, and then this element, which has the CO2 inside, mineralize, then is used either in construction, agriculture, but there are other many sectors that use this kind of materials, like plastic, paper, like a filler. There are many sectors that use the end product.
Thank you, Amador. I think the innovation behind is very interesting. I wish you the best of success for this innovation. I hope I can talk to you in the future and see how it's going. Okay.
Thank you, Mónica. Thank you.
So about this proof of concept article, this is the first ones that in any research journal, of course, the first ones in APL Energy. What is your experience of the production of the publication process? What motivated you to submit your work to APL Energy in this format?
I think that the concept of you are proposing is brilliant, because in my case, for example, we work with very early stage pre-commercial pilots, and the information is very sensitive of the technology, so we cannot release many things. But to keep, I mean, and this is halfway between a proper research and a commercial leaflet, which has no technical details or few technical details. So that is perfectly in the middle. And the fact that you can publish in a very professional and recognized venue, you know, that is ideal for the spin-off, I think, because it gives you credibility, and visibility. So in my case, I'm showing this paper to investors and stakeholders, and also I have used already for people who is asking for joining the company, because it has the perfect balance between the technical content and the commercial content. And I think overall, I think it's a great idea.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear this. So you already say it, but can you clarify a little bit more, talk about more about the advantages for industry, for a spin-off, or for these, especially young researchers that want to patent, for example, and they don't want to patent, not always because they cannot publish. Yeah. Maybe you can comment on this.
I think the main advantage is the unprecedented degree of freedom given to the authors to keep and disclosure their recipes and know-how, but still they can show pre-commercial products and proof of concepts. So I think that is unique, and I think that is very powerful, and I think is an opportunity that for sure many spin-off in Spain and Europe will use, I'm sure, and in the world.
Thank you. What about the submission process? It was, I mean, we know industry or people who are working with industry or patents, they are always very busy. Probably the importance of publication is not as high as for common researchers that we do our research work every day. How was the submission process for you? Was friendly? How do you think it was fine? Something else that you want to change?
No, I think the submission process, it was as professional as the highest standard I have ever submit. So I have no other recommendation than to keep in that way. I think it was very professional and helpful.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. And just to finish, would you recommend anybody to submit proof of concept prototypes to our journal? Just some comments about this.
Yes, I'm already recommending this venue for publication to my peers in the spin-off, let's say, environment, because I mean, it's good to know, because I didn't mention that. You mentioned that, but there are a kind of profile which is in the spin-off, which are early researchers, which needs still to publish just in case they want to go somewhere else, or they want to get a fit in the academia. So I think that is very useful for them. And so to summarize, yes, of course, I will recommend this journal to my peers. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're having a paper that comes from your patent, and now you will be able to have citations for that, for example. That I think is very important.
It's very important. Yeah,
very important for young researchers, right?
Exactly.
So, Amador, I was very impressed by technology. Congratulations on your technology. Congratulations on your patent or your company, and also for the acceptance of this paper. We're very happy to have it published in our journal. And we wish you the best of success, okay? Thank you very much, Amador. Very nice talking to you.